Welcome! In this video, we'll demonstrate a more complex example of the visual process system by building a process that fetches the exchange rates for a specific date from a third-party API like Fixer and writes them into our Forex cube. First, we are going to need a date to get this information for, so let's go ahead and create an argument called date and fill out the required fields. Next, add a HTTP request node and point it to Fixer's time series endpoint. Set the method to get and enter in the API URL. Fixer requires a header called API key for authentication. To build a map of headers, drop in a map create node and add a key and a value for this header. We will hook up the value for this API key with a secret node so we don't have to store our key inside the process, keeping it secure. This API also requires some query parameters, so let's add another create map node like we did for headers for our query parameters. This request requires a start date, end date, base currency, and a list of currencies we wish to obtain exchange rates for. So let's add keys and values for each of them. For the list of currencies, let's add a list node and add the desired currencies. Our query parameter for the list of currencies needs to be a single string, with the currencies separated by a comma, so let's go ahead and link this list to a string join node. Bring in an argument node for our date and connect it to both the start and end date values. With the request done, we can now focus on handling the response from the API. Here's a quick look at the response we get back from Fixer. Visual processes automatically turn this response into a map, so we can drill into rates, select our date, and then pull each currency/rate pair quite easily. Add a map get value node to pull the rates out of the response, then set its key to rates. Then add another map get value node for the date, set its key to use our date argument. The output is now a simple map of currency codes to numbers. To iterate each currency/rate pair, add it for each map node and connect the rates we just pulled out of the response into the values port. Inside this loop, let's capture the currency, which happens to be the key in this key value pair, and place it in a variable called currency so we can cleanly use it in values shortly. Let's add a sequence node. Whilst this is unnecessary, it provides a way to both separate blocks of your visual process and control the order of execution. Add a hierarchy insert element node. We are going to insert the current currency into our currency dimension, in this case in the default hierarchy under all currencies. Now do the same for our date element in the date dimension under all dates in the default hierarchy. Finally, let's update the cube. Go ahead and create a cube update from list node. Set the cube to Forex. Add 3 items to the list for each dimension and apply our values. Our date argument for the date dimension, our currency variable for the currency dimension, and from Australian dollars for our measure dimension. Then all we need to do is hook up the Forex value to the value port. That's it. When the process runs, it is going to request the exchange rates for the provided day, then insert them into our cube and create any missing elements. Here is an example work view showing the cube after we ran the process,